How do we know that our son, who is only 8 months old, can't have gluten? We get asked this a lot, and there's a lot of reasons in a lot of ways. But the simplest one is the same way that anybody knows that their kid is sensitive to a particular food item, right? Their kid tries the food item, they have a reaction to it. It's as simple as that. For us, it's a little bit more in depth. My wife has celiac. Celiac is an autoimmune disorder, causes severe reactions to gluten. You cannot have gluten if you have celiac, and it's also a genetic disorder. Before our son had a reaction to gluten, we were already going to be a gluten-free household, and he was already not going to be getting gluten on any kind of regular basis because we're a gluten-free household. But my wife breastfeeds, she was exposed to gluten at one point, and so therefore our son was exposed to gluten, and his body reacted in all the same ways that her body reacts to gluten. Extreme tummy pain, gas, trouble pooping. It was also making his eczema worse, his nasal discharge worse. It was the only time in his entire life that he has ever been truly inconsolable. And the reality is that it's very likely that he also inherited celiac. There is very limited research on gluten sensitivities in babies, and there's no research on celiac in babies. It's not something that can be tested for until much later because the only way to test for it is through an endoscopy. And so a lot of people have the preconceived notion that babies cannot have reactions to gluten or can't develop celiac, and that's just also not true. There's just not enough research on it to be able to definitively say anything. But what we can definitively say as his parents is he has extreme reactions when exposed to it, and so he will not be having gluten. Which again, he really already wasn't going to because we are a gluten-free household regardless.